What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Loki OJ back with another video. So I know it's been a while since I posted any videos, and I'll be back to posting videos because I'm planning on starting a podcast in about a week's time to talk about the NBA. And while I do that, I'll continue with the My Jam tips and tricks videos. It seems like a lot of people have been getting helped with those, but in the first video back, I just wanted to discuss this whole Los Angeles Lakers and Pelicans trade in which the Lakers got fleeced. They got absolutely fleeced. Now, I know a lot of people might think that they won the trade because you're supporting LeBron James, who's 34 years old. He only got like a couple more years left to be able to contend for a title, and the best way to help him is to get the best player that you could. So, of course, they went and got Anthony Davis. Now, I don't have a problem with them getting Anthony Davis. My problem is that they traded away any player on the team that is helpful towards a championship. Because we just saw the Toronto Raptors just won a championship this year. And did offense win them that championship? No, offense did not win them that championship. It was the defense and the versatility. Because the 76ers had a better team than the Raptors. The Milwaukee Bucks had a better team placed around Giannis than the Raptors. And the Golden State Warriors, even without Kevin Durant, on paper, technically were the better team than the Raptors. And the Raptors won because of defense. They were able to switch 1 to 5. Even Marc Gasol was able to guard Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, not because of his lateral quickness, but because of just his defensive instincts. So now you have the Lakers over here who trade away Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, and Josh Hart, the only 3 pieces that made that team good last year. Because you saw when Brandon Ingram stopped trying defensively after Lonzo Ball went out and Josh Hart just fell off a cliff after his injury, the Lakers dropped from the 4th seed to out the playoff. And when LeBron came back, everybody thought that LeBron would be able to bring them back into the playoff contention at least, because there was enough games and they weren't that far off of the 8th seed. But they still weren't able to, even though LeBron was still posting. I think he averaged a triple-double to end the season. But nobody seemed to realize that the problem wasn't the offense. The problem was never the offense, or even the chemistry, really. The problem was the defense. They couldn't stop anybody. Rondo isn't as good of a defender as he used to be. Of course, Muscala and Reggie Bullock, they got from the trade, can't play any defense. LeBron doesn't want to play defense. He can play defense, it's just he doesn't want to. And that's probably why his career is being elongated. So he's going to need somebody who can cover the defense for him. And of course, JaVale McGee. JaVale McGee's basketball IQ is probably one of the lowest. If his basketball IQ was good, he'd probably be averaging like 17 and 10. It's too bad. It's too bad he doesn't. So now, to get back to the Lakers in this trade, you have LeBron James, Kyle Kuzma, and Anthony Davis. Out of those 3 guys, ready, you have 2 guys who are defensive liabilities, and especially Kuzma, because he can't even guard his own position. He was being played out of position at center by Luke Walton, because who knows why. But he still when he was put up against power forwards or small forwards, he'd get torched every single time. But the Lakers, for some reason, decided he was the one piece that was so integral to keep. I don't know. It's just something. By next season, watch this. I guarantee this. The Pelicans will have a better record than the Los Angeles Lakers. History has already shown us how this works. A couple years ago, Dwight Howard was traded from the Orlando Magic to the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, of course, it's not the exact same thing because the Lakers didn't trade away young pieces that were integral to their future. High lottery picks. They basically traded bums and an injury-prone Andre Bynum. who was like the centerpiece for the whole trade. And because the Orlando Magic didn't have any leverage, because Dwight Howard came out and made it public that he wasn't going to re-sign with them. He wasn't going to re-sign with any other team other than like LA or the Nets. And it's in the same situation here. Anthony Davis made it super clear that he wouldn't sign with any other team other than the 2 LA teams. So you would think that Rob Pelinka, hearing that, would say, oh, okay, so we are really the only competition because Boston's not going to give up their whole team unless Kyrie decides to resign. But even then, just basing it off of how the season went with Kyrie there, the fans don't want him there, probably people inside the organization don't want him there. And to top it off, in the offseason he signed with Rock Nation, so he made it pretty clear that he wasn't going to re-sign with the Boston Celtics. But for some reason, Rob Pelinka thought, oh, well, that must mean that they're going to trade their whole team. They're going to trade Tatum, they're going to trade Brown, and they're going to trade all their future picks. So I've got to somehow match that. I don't know what overcame him, but he decided to, even though he probably could have gone Anthony Davis with just a Brandon Ingram and the number 4 pick and Josh Hart. Honestly, if he was smart and he realized that he had all the leverage, Lakers had all the leverage, that's the trade that he should have made, because I don't think the Celtics could have matched that without putting their future into that significant risk. The only other team in that case that would be challenging them would be the Brooklyn Nets, in which case I think they would be offering something like a package of Jarrett Allen and Caris LeVert. And I don't think Jarrett Allen and Caris LeVert is better than Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, and the 4th pick. The Clippers don't have anybody who has the upside or the timeline to fit in with Zion Williamson, unless they put in Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, which the Clippers, I don't think they would. I really think they would rather just have Kawhi, because they're betting on Kawhi coming to the Clippers, so they weren't really bidders in the whole situation. But I thought at the beginning of the season, when the debacle and the Lakers front office was going on, I thought it was because of Magic Johnson. I thought once Magic Johnson left, things would go back to normal, because I figured that Kobe's not the type of person who likes incompetent people around him. And even though you hear all these stories about Rob Pelinka, he can't be that bad because Kobe was still with him, right? But it doesn't seem to be the case, because the trade at the trade deadline was actually less than what the Pelicans got now. Because at the trade deadline, they offered Kuzma, but they offered Kuzma plus 2 first-round picks. Now in this case, they didn't offer Kuzma, but they offered 2 first-round picks plus the number 4 pick. The number 4 pick wouldn't have been there if the Lakers would have gotten Anthony Davis midway through the season. I think LeBron would have found a way to take that team at least to the playoff, and then that pick wouldn't have been in contention to become the number 4 pick. But even if it did, they wouldn't have to swap the picks for the next 7 years. They wouldn't give that much power to the Pelicans to control the Lakers' future for when this whole experiment goes bust. When Anthony Davis, who's injury prone, gets injured, inevitably, and then LeBron James, who's 34 years old, just came off of his first major injury in his career. You don't think that's a sign of things to come? But what do I know? Either way, I'm gonna be making videos once again. If you guys got any comments about this whole situation with the Lakers, put it down in the comment sections below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.